What is going on, guys? And today I am actually going to show you how to make an unturned server in the latest version of today, which is um, Wednesday, February 27th, 2019. So I was creating a server and there was many issues. This will also be kind of a MySQL uh, kind of demonstration to show you how to get this everything working correctly, because I did have quite a bit of issues, and one of them was I was just being stupid. So what you want to start off with is you want to go ahead and load up your Steam. So when you do that, apparently mine is updating. But when you do that, then you also want to go into your unturned and get into the properties and basically get into your unturned file. If you can get there, then you can make a server, which if you have unturned, you should be able to. I had some issues. But once you get into your Steam, then you're going to want to go here, properties, and go local files, browse local files. Once you get this open, then you will see that I already have a couple of servers in there. Like I got one of them in the Enclave or Enclave Mountains, I think. France, Hawaii, Russia, and then Washington down there. I only have really Russia right now, so if you want to join the server, go ahead and join it. I could put the IP in the description if you want to join my unturned server. I'm still working on it, but it's got vote. The loot is really high. It's PvE, so you can't kill anybody. Thinking about switching that and then just having cities being PvE. I thought that was a pretty good idea. It's got kits and home. I'm working on everything, so not everything is complete. And you also start off with really good stuff. Things like GPS is constant. You never need to pick up a GPS or a chart. And the compass is also there. So pretty good setup. Pretty much build wherever you want. So if you guys want to join that, I'll put the IP in the description as well as all the links. So what you want to start off with is you want to go to your unturned. Just click it once. Don't try to start it. And then right click and properties. Once you do this, then this will come up. I made a mistake. Don't do that. Right click it and create a shortcut. My bad. Once that shortcut is made, I like to rename them to be anything. I'm just going to do Russia -2 or something, something like that. I'm just creating a new one. I'm not actually going to make the server, but it'll be there. Another thing, if you guys want to download Rocket, you just go onto the Rocket site. I'll also put that in the description. And just place it into this area, I think it is. Or they kind of tell you, so just kind of look through there. If you want a tutorial on that, just let me know. So once you go into this, I will hold on. Let me copy this one. So I'll put this in the description too. But once you want to do that, you want to take the string of letters from the description, hit properties, and just copy them right into here. Then you can go ahead and change the very last bit. Mine says Russia, but you can put wherever you want there. It's just whatever the file name is going to be. I typically like to match them up with the maps and everything, so I know which is which. So go ahead and put that there if you want, or keep it as Russia. It doesn't really matter. Hit apply, hit OK. And then you go on to this. Now mine says that there's a violation because I already have the same thing running. So I'm going to go ahead, go into properties, and I'm going to change the last bit of it to -2 and then hit apply. So you got to make sure every file is different. Once the thing is different from your other server files, I don't know if this generates automatically, but if it doesn't, it'll generate a servers file. And that will then generate your server inside there. Again, I have multiple. You guys will probably have it empty or not even have a servers file. So your server will be generated. You want to wait until this is done. It shouldn't take very long. But once it hits 100%, go ahead and type shutdown. It'll shut down your server nice and easy. Then we can get on into moving with all the other things like setting your port. And if you don't know how to port forward, there's tons of videos out there. And I can show you a good way of how to port forward if you want. Now, of course, this is all free stuff, so you can make your own free server. Of course, it does take a little bit because it's got to generate basically the entire game and make it run like that to make essentially this. Now, of course, as you see, I do have some problems running with this. Not quite sure how to fix those yet, but mine just shut down. If yours does that, that's okay, because typically you don't have the information that you kind of need in there. So that's fine if it shuts down by itself, but it generated the files that you needed. So I'll probably have a link of a paste bin for this next part. But essentially what you want to do, go into the server. So you'll be in your unturned file, servers, the server that you made, and then server again. Then go into commands. You might want to download Notepad++. If you don't have that, you can just use the regular software that is already on Windows, which is the Notepad. If you're on anything else, I'm not quite sure because I don't have a Mac or a Linux, which I think you can run them off of that too. But this file will be empty. So I'll probably put this in the description. If I can't, I'll make a paste file and just click the link and you'll get right to it. So essentially what you want to do is take that other string of things that it'll look like this. Something like this. I'll change it up a little bit so you can input your own things. But then you go back to your other one, which is this is my other one that I have just created, and you can put your other things in here. Now loadout, you just simply type in the ID number, put a slash in it. I think it's a /, and then type in your ID numbers for the items that you want to already start off with. And then you obviously got your server name right here, and I'll just leave it as bros play because that's what I had. And then your welcoming message, so you'll have the welcome, and then whatever you type after that, that is what's gonna pop up in your server. So like once you join my server, it'll say welcome to the bros, exclamation points. You want your server, typically